So we're here now with creepy, mind-blowing TikTok video theories that's gonna make your mind do a Rubik's Cube move, okay? Twist it. Let's get started.
Truth behind Monster energy drinks.
Closely. There's a gap right here in the letter M. It's never connected. So you go into Hebrew. The letter Vav is also the number 6. Short top, long tail. Short top, long tail. You could have here in Hebrew 666 on the can. But my interest is the word monster. What do you see in the O? There's a cross.
Okay.
What has Christ got to do with an energy drink, let alone the name Monster? So I thought, well, maybe this is a Christian company then. BFC at the bottom of the can. Do you know what that stands for? That's the F word. Big can. In fact, they write it on the side of the can, so I know that's the F word.
Okay.
Now, do you know what a MILF is?
Yes.
That's on the box. MILFs dig it, and you will too. This is not a Christian company at all. So why would they have the cross on the can? Here is the message. Antichrist. 666 in Hebrew. And then the Bible talks about the beast in Revelation. And look at Monster's ad. This is their statement. You see these M's everywhere. Hats, t-shirts, bumper stickers. Is there another agenda here? If God can use people and product, so can Satan. And look at it this way. Even if the M was not the issue, you cannot deny that that is a cross. And what is witchcraft? When the cross goes upside down. Bottoms up.
Oh man, bro, that's crazy. Cause the cross, the upside down cross represents that. And then the cross on the can, so when you drink the can, the cross does turns upside down. Bro, this is crazy.
And the devil laughs. Something to think about.
Leave the World Behind, a Netflix film that has everyone in a chokehold, having people question whether or not the apocalypse is closer than we think. So we might as well call it The Truth Hidden in Movies Part 6. Let's start off with the poster right behind me. Do you see it? Do you see it? What are the odds that these people's names match up as I Am Baal? For those who don't know who this is, it's basically just an ancient deity of childhood who these demonic people worship. And that's not even the beginning. The main part of the movie that had everyone talking was the ending. And I'm here to explain it to y'all because not many people understood. But throughout the movie, it took them a while to figure out what was the actual cause of everything going on, until they figured out later on that there was a cyber attack going on all across the country, shutting down all technology and communication. Technology of any sort, the world just went into complete chaos. Because of any invasion or anything of that sort, like literally just because the people didn't have any sort of technology, everything went chaotic in the city. If you don't understand now, just stick with me. So the young girl right here represents us, humanity. Throughout the whole time of everything going on, she just wanted to finish her episode of Friends. She literally found an underground bunker for her and her family to survive from for years. But instead of telling her family, she turns a blind eye to everything that's going on the outside just to finish her episode of Friends. The movie tells us everything that is wrong with humanity today. Despite everything that is going on in our world, people act oblivious and turn a blind eye to, continuing with their daily lives as if everything is perfect. Mindlessly scrolling and stuck in our phones, not even thinking about what's going on in our world or what could come in the near future. This movie is definitely dark and has a lot of symbolic messaging within it, but I definitely believe the ending message is 100% true. If y'all want me to go over the symbolic messaging within the movie, let me know down in the comments and I'll drop a part 2 tomorrow. Without further ado, let me show y'all the ending scene so that y'all can get a better understanding of it. Make sure y'all pay attention.
So that's when she first had found the house with the bunker. Nobody's home. How did she know her way around her house? Oh, that's the underground bunker. how does she know how to work everything? The lights. Wow. Wow, bro. And bro, speaking of bunkers, man, there's a lot of higher ups and celebrities that's building underground bunkers. I think the latest celebrity was Rick Ross. He's building this big underground bunker, bro. Rick Ross says that his bunker would have it's going to make its own water. Bro, it's a machine, bro. He says it's a machine that he's going to have in his underground bunker that's going to produce its own water. Now that's crazy.
Y'all, I am freaking out right now. There's a lot of unexplained things going on in the ocean right now. Hold on real quick. I do not trust them. Just watch this real quick for me.
You get to Mars by going through the ocean. You can't get to the bottom of the ocean because outer space is the ocean.
Now what she just said just blew my mind. Now there's a situation called the firmament. So we know that water is all around us. And it is said that this dome divided the sea into upper and lower sections. You can't cancel this out because they still haven't discovered 80% of the sea. Early civilizations believed that the ocean and the stars above were linked. I mean, just look. Mayan, Norse, Hindu, Hebrew, all of them. Now we already know what spacesuits look like, but they look exactly like sea suits. I know once in your life you've heard of the Bermuda Triangle. Planes and people going missing in the ocean. There are black holes in the ocean. And I just know once in your life you've heard about sea monsters. When you see a comet, it looks like a boat soaring through water. What if these unexplained species in the ocean are actually aliens? If y'all have ever watched this movie Underwater, they went too deep and found the creature that don't even look like it's supposed to be from this earth. Or could it have just been a creature from space? Now you can say what you want, but I bet you we are not the only beings, only species, only creatures that are in this universe. It's just ironic that when they return to Earth, they're on water. I mean, I know I'm not tripping. And I know y'all heard of mermaids. So many unexplained things in the ocean. They're making more discoveries in space. Not really putting too much money or caring about what's going on the planet. Why? Because this sea stuff might have a lot of connections to space. And they not telling us. Y'all be safe, and I know I'm not the only person who feel this way.
Okay, has it ever occurred to anybody that if they can't find the slave ships, if they can't find the objects that they mentioned in the Bible, if they can't find the tombstones of the people mentioned in the Bible, what makes you think these things existed?
Theories that were proven real.
Wow.
China dinosaur theory. According to this theory, China found an island that is full with dinosaurs. A woman that was for vacation in China reportedly saw it on the news itself. They said that it was an expedition of 15 people to an uncharted island, and they were found multiple new dinosaur species.
A movie that came out. It's called Leave the Earth Behind. This is the one with Julia Roberts. Yeah. One with the Teslas. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed the two kids wearing the t-shirts.
No, I didn't.
One kid wearing an Obey t-shirt, and the other girl was wearing a NASA t-shirt. Obey NASA.
Oh.
A lot of people were saying NASA, what does that is a code for Satan. Everyone was saying like, oh, that NASA doesn't even spell that word. NASA always starts their countdown with T minus.
Yeah, what's T minus?
The missing letter to complete the word.
No, that's crazy.
The symbolism in the beginning and the middle and in the end.
Yeah.
The way they moved the movie was like through water, right? So there would be a painting behind the bed frame in the beginning, and it would just be calm waves, right? And then as the movie progressed and it got like crazier, then it would be wavier. There would be another painting, wavier.
Oh,
and then at the end, it would be pure chaos.
Videos that can never be explained.
What the?
A police body cam captures lady vanishing out of nowhere.
Hey, how's it going?
I was speeding, wasn't I?
Yeah, and you completely blew past that stop sign in front of me.
I'm so sorry. I literally didn't even see it.
No
This
worries.
is my first time being pulled
She gonna
over.
vanish?
Alright, can I see your driver's license registration, please?
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car, so
Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's
Okay.
a birthday party.
Got it.
Not mine, but
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
no, there's not.
Alright. Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is
Where did she
What
go?
the? Sarah? What the heck? Sarah? 3201 to dispatch.
Oh.
Now, this is insane. What if I told you that the Simpsons have already predicted 2 major events that have happened in 2024? Well, hold on tight because the last one is just crazy. So the first prediction is the Japan tsunami, dating back to season 17, episode 18, titled The Wettest Story Ever Told. The Simpsons are on board a boat near the coast of Japan when a large wave strikes the boat. And this is when they realize it is no ordinary wave, but rather a tsunami, which then heads towards the city and wipes it out. Okay, this is where it gets a little weirder. They also predicted the alien attack on the mall in Miami, which happened just days ago in a more recent episode where Bart and Lisa are at the mall while on vacation in Florida when they discover an evil alien lurking in the storage rooms.
Don't you think it's weird that 15 billionaires built bunkers in the last week? What do they know that we don't? Billionaires such as Mark Zuckerberg, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, and even President Biden are rushing to build their own bunkers. Conspiracy theorists state that these rapid actions can't be coincidence and must have a deeper meaning, which seems believable considering all the tensions we currently have worldwide.
Katy Perry glitching during performance.
The Truth Hidden in Movies, Part 4. The movie we're going to talk about today is a brand new Netflix movie by the name of Cloned Tyrone. The movie really messed my head up because it showed us a lot of what's going on in the world that our everyday people would turn a blind eye to. The cloning part of the movie was only scratching the surface of what was actually going on. Notice things along the lines of mind control, human experimentation, and even secret organizations putting carcinogenic chemicals in our everyday items. The movie gets hella deep, so I'm about to show y'all these clips and y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. Subscribe to my YouTube for more content.
I know this motherfucker for years. I ain't never seen him laugh. Not once. I ain't never seen him laugh. Never seen you laugh. Never. I ain't seen him laugh once. It's a goddamn chicken. The powder. The powder in the chicken. Look, when I was in the trap house, there was some white powder right there. I thought it was cocaine. I took some of it. It wasn't cocaine. I started laughing. You break some, I shoot the nigga. Now we here. We eating this chicken. We all laughing. It's in fucking chicken. Let's go. Hold on. And they drug dealers too.
Oh, these devious motherfuckers. What you think it's doing to him? I'm serious, okay? At this point, I'm using my gas. I bet this shit in everything.
Grape giant.
That's crazy. At church.
I ain't been to church in a while. Something is up.
No, what's wrong, y'all? We done crossed the Rubicon. This ain't no vanilla missionary shit. This some sex dungeon mint chocolate chip bukkake shit. Y'all realize what they doing, right?
Experimenting on niggas. I was there.
Nigga, mind control. The chicken, the communion, the pancreas. All the fuck with how we feel, what we do, what we think to control us.
Why? Do it better. They Clockwork Orange in niggas. We their target audience. We got to go.
Yeah, we gotta get the fuck up out of here. Nigga, you ain't the only one in here. There's other motherfuckers out there who need our help. We gotta tell somebody. We gotta, like, blow the lid off this shit.
Look at me, Bartan. This ain't no cool hand Johnny from the Boulevard type shit. This is Major League. It's Uncle motherfucker Sam. Get the fuck out of here. We got to.
We gotta help these people.
Here are some more of the wildest what-if theories. What if, in this very moment, you are not born yet, this is just a dream of what your life will be like? Girl, this is one long fucking dream. I must be having the sleep of my life. I mean, hey, I'm having a good time. After you die, it is believed that you have 7 minutes of brain activity left inside you, and in that 7 minutes, you experience your entire life over in a kind of dream, because in a dream, time is stretched. So if that's the case, what if right now, you're in that 7 minutes? It's so scary to think that in any moment of your life you could have passed on and you might not even know. What the fuck? And lastly, what if plants are really farming us, giving us oxygen until we eventually expire and turn into mulch, which they can consume? This reminds me of that movie The Happening, where the environment literally fought back and was releasing something into the air that was causing people to die. The plants are literally gonna eat us.
Can we talk about this TV show called The 100? Specifically the last season? And yes, these blinds will continue to stay closed. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, so if you haven't watched it, get off this video. Now, in this season, there's an orb that takes you to different planets, if you have the right coordinates. Now, also on this orb, there is a code to Supreme Higher Intelligence that gives different species on planets a test, whether or not they can ascend with them. So in Christian terms, it would be like the rapture, aka Judgment Day. Now, there's this group of people who control the orb, who believe in fighting a war to save all mankind, controlled by this man who thinks he's God. They have a belief system of not feeling love, not having any emotional attachments to anything, and fighting the war. That's all they care about. Now, the main characters are being attacked by these people, and they don't care who they hurt. They all want for the benefit of themselves. A lot of fighting goes on, and these higher conscious beings are like, oh no, y'all not ready. All of this fighting, all of this anger, no love. Why would we want y'all to join us in our intelligence? I wonder if we could say the same thing for everybody on this planet. So many wars, so much disagreement, different religions, and some of them think that they're better than the other one. Same thing in the TV show, a character named Allie, she communicated with the higher beings and she said we're not ready either. These higher beings do not want to interact with the negative energy or the vibration of humans. Probably why we haven't seen these beings integrate into our society. I mean, let's just be honest, Earth is ghetto. All these corruptions, human trafficking, so many unhappy people stuck in a cycle of this system. The consciousness of Earth right now is just not attractive. So was this TV show trying to tell us something about our consciousness? Let me know what y'all think. Stay dangerous.
A crazy conspiracy theory about Biden's chin is everywhere after an interview of him on Air Force One. This one's pretty bizarre. So, Joe is in Israel right now and he's been giving speeches and meeting with foreign leaders. Footage coming out so far have been good. He's actually pretty coherent this time. But this one video on Air Force One is really weird. He kind of moves in slow motion. The video that I'm showing right now is not slowed down or anything. That was actually the live broadcast. and something definitely looks off with his chin. It kind of looks like Peter Griffin from Family Guy, but people are saying that that's not what his chin normally looks like, and chins don't change that much. So here's the crazy part. Some believe that that is not the real Joe Biden, and it's just someone wearing a mask. And it's not just a few people. There are thousands of tweets on Twitter discussing this. Some say it's a body double masquerading as Biden, so that there are no gaffes on this important foreign visit. Look, I like conspiracy theories, they're fun, but this one is just a bit too far for me.
This week has been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Okay, Mitch.
One of the two touchdown passes Patrick Mahomes had in the first quarter. A good shot, a strike to Noah Gray. He spins out one time.
Because you know how I figured it out? What's 1 times 1?
1 times 1 is 1.
To multiply means to do what? To make more, right?
Yes.
Increase in number?
Yes.
Multiply?
Yes.
How can 1 times 1 equaling 1 be part of the multiplication table? It fails to satisfy the term multiply. It doesn't multiply. Does it? What's an action times an action?
You got some weed.
No, I'm asking. Honestly, I'm asking. Reason. I want you to reason.
I don't know.
What's an action times an action? A reaction. Right?
Okay.
Have you ever seen an action times an action without a reaction? Have you? No. Because equanimity is the currency of the universe. There's always an action times an action having a reaction. So how can 1 times 1 equal 1? How can A times B just be A and not B? What happened to consequence?
Terrence, these are late night conversations.
This is the beginning of our understanding. It should fit. What kind of calculator you got? What kind of phone you got?
iPhone?
Okay, go to your calculator.
Whatever the new one.
No, go to your calculator. Go to your calculator.
All right. Go to your calculator. Yeah, I got
you. You got iPhone?
What are we doing?
I want both of y'all to do 2 separate things. I want to do the same thing to start with. Turn it to the side.
Okay.
All right, now I want you to both hit the number 2. Did the whole calculator show up?
Hit number what?
Hit the number 2.
Number 2.
Go to the square root. It is the second column from the left, 3rd row. It'll have that square thing.
All right. 1.4.
1.414213563373095.
Holy
now
crap.
I want you two to do 2 separate things now. 2 separate things. I want you to multiply it by 2, hit times 2, equal, don't you do it.
Okay.
And I want you to hit x to the 3rd. X to the 3rd, it's going to be...
Times 3?
No, x to the 3rd.
Oh, X. Oh, okay, I see it.
X to the 3rd.
Yeah, I got you. All right, 1.1.
No, you didn't hit x to the 3rd.
Yes, I did.
If you hit x to the 3rd.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
So
I
go
did
back
that.
again.
Okay, so now...
Here's where you are.
Yeah, I'm good. 2.
Square root.
Square root.
And hit x to the 3rd.
All right, 2.82.
4271, 2174, 6190. The same value you got.
Yeah.
By multiplying it by 2.
Yeah.
And he just cubed it. Divide it by 2 again. Both of y'all.
Divide it by 2.
No, divide by 2. Hit equal. Now, cube it again. Hit x to the third.
Yeah.
You see that loop?
Yeah.
That's saying x cubed is equal to 2x, which is equal to x plus x. That's an unnatural equation. That's a mathematical fallacy. And that's the beginning of your math. That's how I invented tangential flight, because your math, someone programmed that lie in there and lied to you and everyone, and all your fundamentals are off.
Well, that's certainly now. I mean, I don't even know what to think.
You heard that I said 1 times 1 equals 2.
Like I mentioned, we have all been programmed to believe that there is no land at the North Pole. But by the end of this video, you're going to realize not only is it home to the Mountain of God, it's also home to Paradise, the Garden of Eden, which includes a city full of angels that goes underground. So starting off, let me introduce you to Justin Trudeau. He is the Prime Minister of Canada, which in fact is very close to the North Pole. What I'm about to show you is an old clip of him in a room full of elites talking about a trip that he took with his dad to the North Pole. Get ready.
Trip. I was going with my father and my grandpa Sinclair up to the North Pole. It's a very glamorous destination. I figured I was finally going to be let into the reason for the existence of this high security Arctic base. That's exactly right. We drove slowly through and past the buildings on a special top secret mission. And that's when I understood just how powerful and wonderful my father was.
Now, do you think a bunch of ice sheets made him have that reaction? No, no, no. It's because he witnessed everything that I'm about to reveal to you. This was a letter written to the Queen Elizabeth I. She was the Queen of England in the 1500s. Let's read what it says here. In the midst of the 4 countries is a whirlpool, into which they empty these 4 indrawing seas which divide the North Pole. And the water rushes round and descends into the earth, just as if one were pouring it through a filter funnel. Sounds just like the maps that these explorers made in the 1500s. In the midst of the 4 countries, a whirlpool, and then 4 rivers coming out of it. Just like it says in the Bible. A river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted and became into 4 heads. Look, it says here, it passeth through the whole land of Ethiopia, which is Africa. So these rivers go around the whole world. Our oceans are giant rivers. The North Pole controls our tides, not the moon. And it's funny how after the 1500s, all the maps started looking like this. Unknown region. Even NASA satellites, look at those big black holes in the middle. Now, the big mountain in the middle, it is called the Rupus Nigra. Look here. This is straight off Wikipedia. Look what it says here. Rupus Nigra, it means black rock. It is a magnetic black rock mountain located at the North Pole. Except there, under the bright pole, there lies a bare rock in the midst of the sea. Its circumference is almost 33 French miles, and it is all of magnetic stone. Why do you think all the compasses point north? Because there's a giant magnet in the middle of our Earth, which is BlackRock. What's the largest investment company in the world? BlackRock. Now I'm about to prove all of this to be true. This right here is Richard E. Byrd. He was a naval officer who received the 2nd highest honor of valor given by the United States. So this guy is legit. And look what it says here. He was a polar explorer. And in his diary, To the Pole, he goes into complete detail about how he was let into this place by the angels who live there, taken underground, and given a message that he was supposed to deliver to the president, which he did.
Scientists are now saying that the Earth might be bigger than we thought. For years, people have debated over the shape of the Earth, whether it's round or flat. But what if the Earth had more than just 7 continents, and Antarctica is a giant ice wall that keeps us from seeing the rest of them? What if, once you made it past the ice wall, you'll find 20 other continents that have been hidden from us our entire lives? There's many old historical maps that explorers used to use that document these hidden continents and places. There are theories that these continents contain prehistoric animals, aliens from different planets, and even advanced civilizations with technology we couldn't comprehend. Many conspiracy theorists believe that the 7 continents that we are living in is actually a giant farm or business owned by a small handful of families that make up the filthy rich on the other side of the ice wall. With all this evidence being presented, many people are starting to question things. What do you think about all of this? Is there more out there?
If you don't know what you want at the meeting, if you don't have a game plan, he may have a game plan. He just hasn't shared it with me. But I tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
I'm sure you've heard the news of NASA discovering city lights on a planet 7 trillion miles away. Here's what happened. 7 trillion miles is just around the Oort cloud, which is a kind of icy shell of debris surrounding our solar system, and the source for many of our comets, meaning that this is our backyard. Nowhere near far enough to reach even our closest neighbors. In 2022, there were articles about James Webb's capability of detecting artificial lights on a planet called Proxima Centauri b, which is a planet that orbits around here. But those articles were just about how that would work and how James Webb could identify them. There were then quite a few misleading titles from verified YouTube accounts, which is frustrating because even a quick Google search can do the math for how not far 7 trillion miles is. Some of the articles I found talking about it claimed that NASA made the discovery, but their sources linked to totally unrelated news or were like benign articles about how lights work. This sort of thing should bother us. Once that seed is planted, it's really hard to uproot. So click those links and use a calculator. As much as I want this to be true.
What is allodium title? Why is it so important?
Okay, allodium title is important because you do not own the land. They tell you it's freehold, but it's not freehold. The land is owned by the crown. All the land in England.
I'm a farmer in Minnesota, and you're saying that my land is owned by the Queen.
Yes.
I'm a farmer in Mozambique.
Your land is owned by the Queen.
The Queen of England.
The Queen of England. She owns all the land. So what happens is you own that piece of brick that's sitting on it, that they call freehold or your house. You own that, you don't own the land. So the land, the allodium title, is to own your land. So you can put a sign up and says, no trespassing, private property. When you put that sign up, you have to own the land. Because owning the house doesn't mean anything. It's the land they want. See, the bank takes the house, which is part of the crown, and the crown owns the land. That's how it works. And you don't own anything.
Ever.
Ever. You are just a mere user.
So long as you are acting as your strawman. Now, when we reclaim ourselves from this fiction, and we do it as a people, many of us do it, what then do you see? How do you see the dissolution of government, the dissolution of this behemoth, this Molochite monster that has taken over our lives, indentured us into bonded slavery all around the world, 7 billion souls, owned and controlled, indentured to a couple of hundred National Reserve banks themselves, indentured into the Bank of International Settlements, that controlled through the US Treasury, the Federal Reserve, the IFC, the IMF, the World Bank, and so on, back to the Crown of England, and behind that, the Vatican. So all of that grotesquerie, that fiction, when do you see us as a people of the world reclaiming real reality from that fiction? And how is that likely to play out?
I think if people get to know and they come together, it doesn't take hundreds of millions. 1 million sovereigns get together can make a hell of a lot of difference, because the word spreads from one to the other. Once people get to know the law, what they're under, and what they're doing to them, and how they're making it. You see, they make things to distract you, like the news and all this fake, all this stuff, television, and this is what they do. So once people can get together, if 100 people go to the bank and all keep taking out £100, before the end of the day, the bank will close. It's very simple if people get to understand what's going on. And it will be good for them to know, because we need to stop this. We need to stop what they're doing to people, hurting people for no reason, put people in poverty. And by they, we're talking about the parent corporation. The parent corporation. The banks and governments and justice systems all working to penalize and harvest humanity. Yeah, they're in bed together, everybody. They said, if they send you to the Citizens Advice Bureau, don't even bother to go, because they're working too with them. Everybody they have in their pocket. And it's very sad because people will do things to other people for very little money. Are you hopeful for humanity? I am, very much so.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to.
A woman who boarded a plane at DFW International Airport has caused a stir on the internet. According to an anonymous passenger, she claimed that someone in the back of the plane was not real and warned others to get off the aircraft or face dire consequences. On Sunday, a TikTok account posted a video of a distressed woman aboard a plane departing from Dallas to Orlando. The video, captioned, "AA, what you all doing about this?" has been removed since then. Although the original poster has made their profile private, the clip continues to circulate on various social media platforms. In the video, the unnamed passenger can be seen walking down the aisle as the plane prepares for takeoff. She shouts, "I'm telling you I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off," while pointing towards the back of the plane. She claims that someone back there is not real and issues a chilling warning, saying that the people could stay and die if they wanted, but that she was getting off the plane. Another video, uploaded by a different individual, captured a confrontation between the woman and a flight attendant a few minutes before the viral moment. The woman argued with the crew member, demanding the plane be stopped. She exclaimed, "I need to get off this plane," and expressed indifference towards her belongings. The woman's actions have gone viral, with various speculations emerging, ranging from reptilian shapeshifters to aliens. However, the woman herself has not come forward to share her side of the story. Due to the woman's incessant demands, the plane turned back and she was escorted off, leading to a delay for the other passengers. The woman was taken away, and the aircraft underwent investigation to ensure there were no issues. The 3 flight attendants who dealt with the woman were also required to deplane, and were later replaced. An American Airlines representative stated that the disruptive customer was removed from the flight by law enforcement officials who were waiting at the gate. Despite these explanations, many still wonder about the woman's identity and what happened to her. The lack of her public statement may be attributed to embarrassment or potential legal issues. Human beings are not from Earth, and I'm about to show you proof. Ellis Silver, an ecologist from the United States, put forth a theory which posits that humans might not be native to Earth. Central to this theory is the argument that certain human characteristics are not well suited to the Earth's environment, and this might suggest an extraterrestrial origin. Some of the key points in support of this hypothesis include sunlight. Unlike many other species on Earth, humans cannot be exposed to the sun for long periods without getting sunburned or having skin damage, suggesting that our bodies are not adapted to constant exposure to the sun. Chronic illnesses. He also notes the prevalence of chronic illnesses in humans, which he argues might indicate that we have evolved in a different environment with different conditions. Difficulties in childbirth. The theory also touches on the fact that humans have a much more difficult and painful childbirth compared to many other animals. Silver suggests this could be because humans originally evolved in a place with lower gravity. Discomfort with Earth's environments.
Wow, bro, this is crazy.
Another point is the general discomfort that humans feel in Earth's various environments. Most other species have adapted to specific environments, but humans often require artificial means to survive, like clothing and constructed shelter. Psychological aspects. Silver also brings in psychological elements, positing that deep-seated feelings of not belonging or dissatisfaction could be indicative of humans being from elsewhere. Unusual physical features. Compared to other Earth species, humans have unique physical characteristics, such as relatively hairless bodies and the large amount of sweat glands. This could be interpreted as an adaptation to a different climate or environment not found on Earth.
Wow. Wow.
Back problems. Many humans suffer from back problems, a trait not common in other Earth species. This could be seen as a sign that humans evolved in a place with different gravity, making our upright posture less problematic.
I was about to say, bro, that's with your posture, man. If your vertebrae or your spine is shaped, right? A certain shape. If you sit like how I'm sitting now, bro, I'm sitting kind of up. If I was to sit slumps like this all day, every day, that's like anything that you've been for a while is gonna break. So I think that's just the posture, bro. That's felonious right there.
Sleep disorders. Humans often suffer from various sleep disorders. One could speculate that this is because our natural circadian rhythms are tuned to a different planetary rotation or a differently lit environment than Earth's 24-hour cycle. Sensitivity to natural elements. Humans are particularly sensitive to a range of natural elements and temperatures, often requiring protective measures such as clothing and shelters, unlike many Earth-adapted species that thrive in their natural habitats without such aids. Distinct genetic disorders. Humans have a range of genetic disorders that are unique to our species. This could be interpreted as a sign that our species might have evolved under different conditions, where these disorders were not detrimental or perhaps didn't exist. High emotional sensitivity. Humans exhibit a high level of emotional sensitivity and complexity, which could be seen as atypical compared to many Earth species. This might suggest an origin from a place where such emotional depth was necessary or developed differently. Chronic fatigue. The common occurrence of chronic fatigue and lack of energy in humans, despite adequate conditions for rest and nutrition, could be speculated as a sign of an evolutionary mismatch with Earth's environment. Food intolerances. Many humans have food intolerances and allergies, which could be interpreted as our bodies not being fully adapted to the types of flora and fauna available on Earth, suggesting an evolutionary history in a different ecosystem.
Wow.
Fascination with the cosmos. Lastly, humans have always had a deep fascination with the stars and space, often feeling a strong connection or curiosity about the cosmos. This might be romantically or speculatively interpreted as a subconscious memory or linked to an extraterrestrial origin.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
So there's a specific place where hell is on earth. In the Bible, Jesus said, one of my disciples named Antipas would die and be martyred, right? Now, Saint Antipas was martyred and he was killed in, you know that torture bowl? So they put somebody in like a metal bowl and like boil them alive. Yeah, that happened in Geneva, Switzerland. People are saying Geneva, Switzerland is the literal place of hell. It's literally the portal to hell, or that's at least where the devil resides, because that's what it says in the Bible. Now check this out. Do you know what else is in Geneva, Switzerland? What? CERN. Oh. CERN headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland, and the CERN logo is what? Six, fam. CERN is working on particle generation and messing with matter of the universe to tear our dimension with the supernatural and the natural, fam. Yeah. So what if theory? They're trying to open the portal to hell, bro.
When was the last time you took a look at the back of Earth's head? Serious question. question because I don't remember the last time that I did. Like, I'm so used to seeing this world view of Earth that I forget that Earth is made of like 75% of water. 71% of water to be exact. And like, it blew my mind because it's just like, why are we on this Earth paying bills and dealing with inflation? At 1 a.m., it sent me down a rabbit hole where I just became so fascinated with all the countries that are sitting at the back of Earth's head, so far from, like, for example, this country right here, sitting right by the equator. Who discovered it and how did y'all get there? And then I learned that civilizations have been there since before Christ. And then I'm like, but how did y'all get there? So then I accepted, okay, Kiribati has been there for years, but they have been through it. Once they started civilizing, then a civil war breaks out. Then after that passes, Europeans come over and try to colonize like they always do. And they were just granted independence from the United States and the United Kingdom in 1979. Mind you, only 120,000 people live there as of 2021. And they have to rely so much on imported goods in order to not feel like a third world country, but because of its landscape and its environment, they have no choice but to be. I did also learn, however, that brought me peace was that the island is absolutely gorgeous and the people are as well. Their culture is amazing, and if you ever really wanted to visit, hotels start from $9 US. So
Man, so there you have it, man. A bunch of conspiracies, mind-blowing conspiracies, by the way. Mind-boggling, blowing, creepy conspiracy theories, bro. You guys let me know that you like these conspiracy theory videos and I will bring you more. I really enjoyed it. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel.